foundation was started in 1948 by my great uncle Al and his wife Virginia. The work we do is to improve the lives and circumstances of the people of Texas. One of our signature partners is the Art Museum at SMU, and they started way back with our founders. We're celebrating 75 years. We're on our fourth generation of family members and have given away over $1.3 billion. Back in the 80s, when we started creating the Wilson District, this neighborhood had a high degree of crime, prostitution, drug dealing, and we took some old Victorian homes, redid them, and today it's 22 acres. We have over 30 nonprofits on the campus, rent-free. New Friends, New Life came to the foundation in 2019. They now are in one of our buildings and a great partner. The thing I'm most proud about is Liberty Street Garden. Our normal business is grant making, but innovation is where we really try and excel. We're very much about partnering with our nonprofits and collaborating. We've worked with Bonton Farms before. New Friends, New Life is a partner here on our campus. So to bring the three together took about 2 years to accomplish. For me, it's just uplifting to see that this thing went from a dog park into a full-blown garden with produce. The model that we're using is really based on what Bonton did, and that's to take people who are struggling with trauma and provide a safe place for them to work. For some reason, dealing with plants and watching them go from a seed into a full-blown vegetable is very therapeutic every day. At some point, I go over and talk to the folks that are working there. When I first started, the workers were a little reserved. Now they laugh and are having fun. Now, the same workers that are working in 105-degree weather, so if they can do that, they can do anything.
One in two Americans have had a loved one who has been involved in the criminal legal system. That's a lot of people. When I joined the Dallas City Attorney's Office and became a prosecutor and started to really dig into the why behind justice system involvement, that advocate in me started to rise up. It's not just a conviction. Just the arrest can absolutely devastate a life. Even if your case is no billed, which means that it's dismissed, it's not indicted, that's still a part of your criminal record and your criminal history, so that if you go to apply for a job, it pulls up. And so particularly for young girls and women who wind up experiencing incarceration, particularly pursuant to being human trafficked or sex trafficked, we are victimizing victims over and over again. And I thought, we're really doing a disservice to our entire community by trying to arrest our way towards public safety. Our organization, Lone Star Justice Alliance, is very focused on uplifting the narratives of people so that we understand the circumstances behind why someone was charged with an offense. And in understanding the why, we can change the trajectory of our communities. The legal advocacy clinic that New Friends, New Life is establishing is incredibly important. A lot of our survivors have been in relationships of coercion. And so having legal advocates who see them as human beings and explain the process, giving them a voice and allowing them to make choices in the context of their own legal advocacy is really a gift and a blessing. Lone Star Justice Alliance and New Friends, New Life. One of the things that I love about both organizations is that we're very big on highlighting resilience. To say that despite what you've been through, you're still here and you have a beautiful future.
We really appreciate the recognition and the support of New Friends, New Life, but this is really about the wonderful work they do.
Receiving this ProtectHER award is incredibly humbling. And to know that my community has seen my work and the work of Lone Star Justice Alliance to really transform the lives of our clients gives me such gratitude.